Okay, hi. Yeah, this is the patch 7.15 note, and I'm here with Allie.
Hi.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna dive right into this. So with Kali, all that happened was her passive ratio is now 0.75, and from 0.65, and her Twilight Shroud is now 2 seconds shorter, so it's 18 seconds. And I'll be honest, I don't really like Kali. I don't really agree with the buffs because I think she's really easy to play, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of this. Because I don't like versing Kali. Like, I have no problem versing Kali. All you have to do is like play a tank, like Tom Ken's jungle or something, and then she can't do anything, and then you just kill her. But it's just really like I really don't like Akali players because they play like idiots yet get a bunch of kills. So yeah, that's it. Okay, Azir, he got a slight 25 damage buff late game, and I'm gonna be honest, that does absolutely fucking nothing. No one's gonna play Azir still, so yeah, no one really cares. And Cho'gath, yeah, he got destroyed in this patch actually. So I mean, he's still good, but he's not like overpowered anymore probably because the 1% less HP damage with his E now. I've yet to play him because I don't know. I don't know why I haven't played him actually. That's a good question. I probably should, especially now. I think I didn't want to play him because he was overpowered. I don't like playing overpowered champions. I don't like abusing things. Okay, this Dr. Mundo change is actually pretty insane. I don't think Dr. Mundo is a good jungler. No, he definitely isn't because he's not that mobile. But the thing is that, yeah, late game he can have. I'm not sure if you would max your E. I mean, I'm just gonna look past. I don't play him, but I'm just going to see what people do. If that's even what you're supposed to do. You probably just max your Q. I don't know though. Gonna look for him. Wait, there he is. Yeah, people max their Q on him, but they do max his E second. So yeah, it's gonna be actually pretty insane because a lot of people play like it would actually be pretty insane against like a Fizz even, and which is a big counter to him as well because they usually take Ignite and Myrtles or whatnot. So that's actually a huge buff to him, and since Fizz does so much damage over time. So maybe we'll see a more top Mundo, but I mean the thing that Mundo players need to do is actually lay on their Q and know how to peel and actually be a front line because a lot of people will just go in and dive and die, which is really stupid. But yeah, that's actually good. I'm not sure if he can jungle. Maybe he can jungle, but I don't think he would be that too strong with jungle just because of other picks. And yeah, Echo. I'm not sure about Echo jungle. Maybe I don't know. I mean, they did nerf the. Maybe I should play Echo jungle again because they did nerf the jungle and also they gave more mana. So I should probably try out again. But this is a nice buff with his E because his E is. I would actually help jungle as well because that means you just like regank and re-go in during like use it potentially 2 times during a gank, which is quite nice. Yeah, Elise got nerfed. That's good, you know why? Because only pussies play Elise. Okay, she got 3.5 less AD, which is quite substantial considering she has so much attack speed. Ezreal has lower cooldown Q. I'll be honest, when I play AD carry and versing Ezreal, I fucking feel like falling asleep, and you're like literally never gonna kill him unless he's retarded. And if he's retarded, you're just gonna win the game. But if they have like half a brain, you have to literally just like farm the lane and never be aggressive because the only time they'll ever be aggressive and in kill range is when you're getting ganked. So yeah, this encourages his pussy playstyle. So I mean, I feel like saying talk about how me and you played Ezreal before with what call it Trinity Force IE, but you can't really do it anymore, which is pretty sad. So that's that. Gangplank got a slight passive buff, which is nice, I guess, because his passive is pretty shit early. by 15 damage, and 15 damage late. I don't play Gangplank, nor do I like Gangplank on my team, so yeah, I don't really care. I'd rather not see Gangplank because he's just really fucking a dead weight on my team because they pick him like the game is not going to be long. I hate people that play Gangplank in ranked games because I hate playing like if you have a Gangplank in your team, the game's gonna be fucking 40 minutes unless like the enemy team's absolute garbage. Like if the enemy team is decent, it's gonna be a 40-minute game because your Gangplank's gonna be the most worthless fucking thing ever until 40 minutes in the game. Gragas got nerfed. I see him a bit. They usually play pretty stupid, so I like this nerf. They nerfed his attack speed. Attack speed nerfs are actually huge, bigger than most people think. And the ult cooldown is actually quite huge as well. Screw that ult. That ult's really short before. Irelia got a buff. Irelia, I don't know. She's pretty annoying. I think she was already okay. I don't know why they're even buffing her, honestly. With her ult being a lower cooldown. It's sort of small. It's smallish. Like, I mean, it's only early game and late game. But I mean, I think the biggest change here, I mean, it is quite big because if she gets a Sheen, that means she'll be able to abuse the Sheen procs. Well, that's pretty fucking annoying. I don't think she needed a buff, honestly, but whatever. This is actually a huge buff for the Jinx because apparently the rocket damage wasn't applying. I'm not even sure how much damage that would be. Probably at least like 50 damage more per auto attack. Although, oh yeah, I mean it can crit, so it might be like 100 plus damage lost. And the zap cooldown being lowered by what 2 seconds all ranks, yeah, I mean it's nice. I mean it's also nice because she doesn't build Essence Reaver, which is probably why they buffed her as well. It'd be interesting if an Essence Reaver build was popular on her or some kind of really cheesy shit, maybe. Probably not. So, I mean, I guess that helps her. I'm not even sure if she needed buffs though. Kayn, I've yet to play Kayn. I think he's pretty, like, I get what to do with him though. I know what his abilities do. I mean, this is a nice buff. I mean, it's quite a big one. But it only helps if you build AD. And, well, I'm going to talk about it later. Like, the thing, I'll be honest, well, I'm just going to talk about it later. It's about the Duskblade item. But yeah, the AD ratio got increased by 0.4. And then a bunch of bug fixes. So, yeah, it's pretty decent, I guess. I mean, I'm not even sure if he can really jungle. I mean, top lane, he's probably more of a jungler. I'm not really sure how he does in jungle, because the only time I've ever seen a Kayn is when they go top lane and they feed the whole game. So yeah, it's really fun. Lissandra got quite huge buffs, actually. 10 mana per level is pretty crazy. And also, AD increased by 0.464. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I said 2.4, yeah, 64, yeah. That's how much I increased by. I don't really play Lissandra anymore because I don't play mid lane anymore. I mean, if I got top or mid lane, I had to, I guess I would. But I mean, usually people dodge if I'm not jungle or something weird happens, so I don't really need to worry about laning. Except AD carry, which I don't mind. Lux got a 2-second lower cooldown early on rank 1 over Q. Not sure what he would max. Probably the other ability, the W or E. So I mean, I personally don't like Lux because people usually just feed really hard on her, and usually always miss her skill shots. So I guess it sort of helps them not miss her skill shots because they'll actually be able to hit it more. And this buff, I mean, I guess that helps support and even AP Lux. It only helps allies on herself though. So I guess it's pretty nice for like a gank, especially if you're like doing a tower dive. So maybe we'll see more mid lane Lux, honestly. I see more of a mid lane Lux than a support Lux coming out of this, to be honest. Nami had, what, 2 lower cooldown? Yeah, 2 seconds lower cooldown all ranks. Yeah, Yeah, I don't really know much about like I see Nami plenty, but I don't really play her ever. I guess she needed it. I'm not really sure honestly. I don't really have much of a say in what the hell this is. Also, it annoys me how much Riot uses the words fantasy. Okay, it's actually like it's like the new word they use. It's really cringy, honestly. Okay, but Nasus actually got a huge buff, so we'll probably see a lot more of the Doogie, right? Your dog's gonna be playing. Yep. So pretty much against if a target has like 100 armor, it's gonna be pretty much the same reduction as a rank 5 would be. So if it was rank 5 like a patch ago, it'd be only 40 armor. But now, if they have 100 armor, it's gonna be minus 35 armor. So pretty much, I believe it needs only what 115ish armor to be the same. But most tanks would have like Ninja Tabi plus an armor, even 2 armor items sometimes. So that's like 180 to like 200 plus armor. So it's actually quite a huge buff to Nasus to help kill tanks. And Fury of the Sands buff, that's actually a huge buff, and that's just to make up for the fact that his E does not lower the armor significantly of 80 carries to burst them. So that's just to help them burst. But the thing is that actually also helps him burst tanks faster. So I'm be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more Nasus, because that's a pretty crazy buff to pretty much just destroy anyone that even tries to fight him. It's a straight up buff against most top lane tanks and even fighters like Riven that build Ninja Tabi. Nautilus got a buff. I don't really like Nautilus. Nautilus players are annoying. He got quite a big buff though because it's R early, which is actually like I think these are good buffs because this encourages aggressive play. And this, I mean, 140 seconds is pretty crazy for a 2017 champions and an old cooldown, honestly. So it's all good. And Shyvana, the base armor buff is quite nice. It makes armor per level even more like easier to jungle with when you go that route. And I really like stat buffs. And her E with the Abyssal ratio attack damage, well, she doesn't really build really much attack damage. The only attack damage she would build is from Trinity Force, because I'll be honest, I'm not really building Black Cleaver anymore because she does a lot of magic damage. So I'm sort of just leaning towards the Trinity Force more than say a Black Cleaver, because it just annoys me how much they nerfed Black Cleaver. Plus the fact that Black Cleaver, that there's a bug fix where Blade of the Rune King was applying 2 stacks at once on each auto. So usually people would die within like 4 hits with Shyvana, or even maybe 6. But at that point, you know, you have 6 stacks of Blade. I mean not Blade, Black Cleaver, but it's not getting that much value because you just reached this amount of stacks. So in that case, Trinity Force would probably do more damage, especially against squishies. And whatchamacallit? So the 3 total attack damage is, I believe, how much AD? I don't know how much AD I would have late game. At least like that's at least an extra like 50 damage, which is quite nice on the E, even the base E, and even early. I think I have like 60 80 early. So that is quite a lot of nice base damage. That's going to help a lot with Raptors and Wolves. That's just going to help quite a lot, since it's literally just a base AD ratio on all ranks. And the Scorch Earth ratio is also really nice. And how much would that be anyway? Well, it's not even that much. It's literally just like little bits of damage, but it all adds up. And yeah, they nerfed the base damage impact because they already buffed everything else, but it is an overall buff. She didn't lose out on any damage. So these are all appreciated buffs, especially because I remember the thing that made Shyvana different and and why I played it a lot was because like back in the day was because of her super fast clear speeds, but nowadays you can just get any reworked 2017 champion, just have her clear speed, which is pretty fucking stupid. And they're usually like a range champion too, like Graves or whatever. So that's good that they did that. And I mean, this is just colorblind changes with Singed, and this is just a stupid bug. So yeah, we don't really care about Singed this patch. Oh yeah, and severe or severe. Is it severe or severe? Severe.
I say silver.
Yeah, the severe. So severe. When I saw this buff in the PB, I was actually like pretty. My eyes actually opened. I was actually pretty surprised they were buffing that much. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a bit too high damage, especially early game, because that boomerang is just gonna cut through everyone, and that's why if we scroll up, they nerfed it immediately after. So yeah, that didn't really work out too well, and she's very easy AD carry anyway. And Twisted Fate, this movie speed buff is probably the most insignificant thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why they buffed it. Like, what made them think, yeah, you know what, Twisted Fate needs this, but like, I don't wonder what scenario. I guess some kind of LCS thing happened where Twisted Fate was just one range away from someone, and so they buffed them. Xerath, it pretty much makes him easier to play because now it's a 25% slow if you don't hit the center with his Eye of Destruction W, and his R just does more base damage, mid and late game. So I guess that's nice. Most Xerath players are scripters, so I guess this helps scripters if there's like an error in their script and they miss their skill shot or something. Yeah, these Zac, like Zac is such a abusive champion. I actually haven't played Zac a single time ever since his rework, believe it or not, because like again, I don't like playing champions that are mega abusive, and anyone who's been playing Zac and who's high elo and who acts like they're good is actually fucking shit at this game, who just abuses champions 24/7. So yeah, I'm actually really glad they actually nerfed Zac. I mean, he looks like he's in more of like a balanced state now, like especially like now, because these are actually quite some significant nerfs because now his Q costs 8% HP, which is justified because his Q would give him 2 blobs, which was quite crazy in terms of sustain and W damage. And they also increased the cooldown, which is, I guess, nice. It's only 1 second. And his that W damage nerf is also very significant. It's like 15 base damage at all ranks. That's crazy considering that's his main clearing tool. And also, yeah, it's next patch. Next patch, Cinder Hulking nerf. So yeah, I think he's more balanced now. Maybe I'll start playing him again, but I've been playing the Tahm Kench jungle because I'd rather play him. I think Tahm Kench jungle takes a million times more skill than Zac jungle. Zac jungle, any brain dead idiot can play. So yeah, just saying. Okay, so with Ziggs, W satchel charge lowered. All people do is run away with this. This is honestly sort of a whatever buff. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The 18 seconds late game it seems pretty stupid. So this is actually a good change, but they're just getting ready for the new skins coming out for a minute, honestly. But I mean, it shouldn't have been this way anyway. I don't know why it was 18 seconds at rank 5. And I don't know why they keep on showing mid-patch updates. Honestly, like if you snooze, you lose. Honestly, I don't know why they should even bother with this. Okay, adaptive helm. Adaptive helm. I actually like this item a lot. I've been building a lot, and I forgot. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm pretty surprised they're even buffing it. It's a pretty crazy item, especially against like champions like Riven and who else? I don't know. Really like certain items like Leon Reason. It's very good against Swain. Very good against Swain. Who else? I mean, I guess Rumble. I mean, guys, if you're gonna build a time, you gotta know what champions to build, like what's good against. So and items even. Oh yeah, it's good against Sunfire. So it's good against champions like Zac even because of Sunfire damage and his W. So there's that. Okay, and I'll be honest, we're gonna move on to Duskblade. Well, before we talk about that, Duskblade, we're gonna talk about Knight's Vow. Knight's Vow, okay, 50 HP buff. Okay, great. That's it. Alright, so Duskblade of Drakthar. I'm first off, I don't. The thing I don't like about this item is I don't like how gimmicky he is. A lot of people like a lot of people say, "Oh, like it's nice that there's an item meant for certain champions." I think that's absolutely. I think that's stupid. I don't think there should be certain items for certain champions like to get the most value. I think all that leads to is it being less of an attractive item to just regular like champions. Like I don't know. It's like say I wanted to build this on Vi or something. Okay, so Okay, I build on Vi, but it's not as good as it would be on like a Kha'Zix Rengar. Like, because I remember when this item came out, like I remember like 2 patches ago, I was like, man, does this item really not have a cooldown? Oh my god, it doesn't. And I think that's just stupid. Like, it's hard to balance an item when you don't put a limitation on it with a cooldown. Like, I just don't understand why there isn't a cooldown. Like, I guarantee you, I'm actually betting you within like 3 patches. Yeah, with literally within 3 patches, maybe 5 if Riot just doesn't feel like doing it because they hear me. This item's gonna be a unique, not a unique passive, but it's gonna have a cooldown on the passive because I really don't like the design of the item. I think that it should just have a cooldown so that's less abusive. Like the only reason they even have to nerf it so much is because it's abusive. It's as if they made this item for like the Kha'Zix and Rengar mains, honestly, and even Kayn, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Even on Rek'Sai, this item's pretty good because you disappear from the map when you ult. At least I would think it would proc. I mean, you do disappear unless it's a bug. So yeah, the item's actually pretty good on Rek'Sai as well. But yeah, again, I just really don't like that this item is designed this way. They should just make a unique passive. I mean, the damage is barely a change. It's just again abusive on those champions. Yeah, range champions no longer slow. Yeah, big fucking whoop. Okay, so it just means AD carries won't build item anymore. What else? It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, guys, that's actually it. So, yeah, I actually hope that happens, and I hope you guys really enjoyed. Oh, okay, this patch for you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Allie's not here right now, so she's not. You're not gonna get a buy from her, but you're gonna get a buy from me. Okay, bye. I'll say bye for her. Okay, you know, I'm not actually gonna do that. I'm not gonna try to sound like her right now. Okay, yeah, bye. Bye. There. I can try harder. Bye.